If you are planning a trip to Japan soon, hold on for a second. If you come without watching this video, there's a real chance you are going to miss out or run into some unexpected problems. Right now, there are several important changes happening in Japan that affect travelers. Flight routes are shifting because of the situation in Middle East. Popular spots like the Pokemon Center are being impacted. And honestly, the people whose plans fall apart simply because they didn't know about these things ahead of time. Hey, I'm Yohei from Howzit Japan! Having guided over 800 travelers across Japan, I've put together only the most important updates that anyone coming to Japan right now absolutely needs to know. Stick around to the end and you will be able to avoid those "I have no idea" moments once you arrive in Japan. Let's get into it! First up, Middle East situation. You might be thinking, what does that have to do with a trip to Japan? And the short answer is, there is basically no direct impact on sightseeing or traveling within Japan itself. But there are a couple of indirect effects worth knowing about. The main one is rising fuel costs. Because of the current situation in the Middle East, aviation fuel prices have gone up, and that's affecting directly into flight ticket prices. So you might be find that the price you saw last week looks very different from what it shows today. Also, some flight routes are being adjusted, which means there's small chance of delays depending on where you are flying from. Again though, none of this affects safety or actual experience of being in Japan, so there's no need to worry about it. What I recommend is checking the latest flight information from your airline before you leave, and building a little extra buffer into your schedule. Even if something small comes up, it won't throw off your whole trip. Next up, something really important for Pokemon fans. Pokemon Center Mega Tokyo in Ikebukuro has been temporarily closed since March 26 of this year. And as of right now, there's no confirmed date for when it will reopen. The background to this is a stabbing incident that occurred in Sunshine City in Ikebukuro, and the closure is a response to safety concerns following that event. So if visiting the Ikebukuro Pokemon Center was part of your plan, this is something you really need to know before you go. The good news is that not all Pokemon centers are affected. Locations in Shibuya, Nihonbashi, Yokohama and others are all open and operating as normal. So if Ikebukuro is off the table, you can easily swap it out for another location and still have a great time. Shibuya in particular is easy to get to and fits naturally into the most sightseeing routes, so that's probably your best alternative. Now, let's talk about price increases. This is honestly the section that not knowing you could cost you the most money, so please pay attention. The first thing to know about is dual pricing. One example that's already in effect in Himeji Castle. From March 2nd, 2026, the entry fee changed. It used to be 1,000 yen, around $7 for everyone, but for visitors from outside the city, meaning tourists, it's now 2,500 yen, which is about $17. That's roughly 2.5 times the original price. This isn't everywhere yet, but this kind of tourist-specific pricings is something that could gradually split more attractions going forward. So it's worth keeping in mind. The second thing is accommodation tax. This is already being collected by around 40 cities across Japan, and that number is expected to grow. The idea is to use the revenue to manage the challenges that comes with increasing tourist numbers. Things like overcrowding and related issues. Kyoto is a good example of where things are heading. They have introduced a new tiered system with 5 levels, and the high-end hotels are hit the hardest. For stays that cost 100,000 yen, roughly $670 or more per night, the tax alone is 10,000 yen, which is about $67. So if you are staying at a luxury ryokan at 300,000 yen, around $2,000 a night for 3 nights, that's 30,000 yen, or about $200 just in tax. That's a significant amount. A couple practical things to keep in mind here. Always check the final total on booking sites before you confirm, because tax isn't always included in the displayed price. And if you are planning to stay at a high-end hotel, factor in that extra 10,000 yen, about $67 per night when you are budgeting. The bigger picture here is the overall cost of traveling in Japan is gradually going up. If you are working off what things cost a couple of years ago, you might find yourself thinking, This is more expensive than I expected. Once you get here, building a little extra buffer into your budget will save you from the surprise. If you have been watching and thinking, I'm not sure I can plan all this on my own, that's completely understandable. In that case, check out the Howzit customized tours. Our experienced guides build a fully personalized plan around your interests and schedule, so you can make the most of your time without the stress of figuring everything out yourself. If you like the sounds of that, the link is in the description below. Now, let's talk about some popular events happening in Japan from June to July. Japan always has something going on depending on the season, and this time of year is no exception. These are experiences you can only have right now, so if your timing lines up, definitely check them out. Starting with June, this is a hydrangea season, and the two most famous sports are Hasedera and Meigetsu-in, both in Kamakura. At Hasedera, a pass along a hillside called Ajisairo is lined with about 2,500 hydrangea plants across roughly 40 varieties. It's a stunning spot, but it gets very crowded at peak time. On top of the regular admission fee, you will need a separate 500 yen viewing ticket, around $3.50. You can buy it on the day, but booking online in advance is strongly recommended if you want to get in smoothly. Meigetsu-in is also known as the Hydrangea Temple, and the pathway leading to it is completely lined with around 2,500 blooms in a distinctive shade known as the Meigetsu-in blue. During this season, the temple also extends its visiting hours, so you have a bit more time to take it low without feeling rushed. Another big one in June is a Sanno Matsuri in Tokyo. This is one of Japan's three great festivals with roots going back to Edo period, and it takes place in mid-June. The highlight is a Shinkosai procession, where around 500 people walk through the city in traditional ceremonial dress. If your timing lines up, it's a really special thing to witness. Moving into July, the big one is Gion Matsuri in Kyoto. This festival runs entire month of July, from the 1st to the 31st. It's another of three great festivals. The main highlight is the Yamahoko Junko float procession on July 17th and 24th, where enormous decorated floats move through the city streets. It's genuinely impressive to see in person. And then, there are fireworks festivals. The most famous one in Tokyo is the Sumida River Fireworks Festival. Japan and fireworks go hand in hand in summer, and seeing it live is on a completely different level from the photos or videos. It tends to be one of the most memorable parts of any summer trip. Just keep in mind, these events get very crowded, so plan extra time and book early if needed. But if your timing works, they are some of the most unique experiences you can have in Japan. Some exciting new openings worth knowing about. Japan has been seeing a lot of new attractions and renovations lately, which means there are more reasons than ever to visit right now. First is Poke Park Kanto, which opened in February 2026. It's located inside Yomiuri Land, an amusement park just outside central Tokyo. This is permanent Pokemon experience facility where you can actually encounter Pokemon and enjoy various events throughout the year. If you are a Pokemon fan, this one is a must. Next is Toei Kyoto Studio Park in Kyoto, which reopened after a major renovation in March 2026. You can still walk through the traditional Edo period townscape it's always been known for. But now there's also immersive live shows, hands-on Japanese cultural experiences, and expanded ninja attraction. If you want that classic cinematic Japan feeling, this place delivers. In Yokohama, Wandaria Yokohama opened in March 2026. It's an immersive digital experience facility where you feel like you have stepped inside forest or the deep ocean through large-scale digital visuals. The space is divided into several themes areas, and it's a genuinely new kind of attraction that doesn't really exist anywhere else yet. And in Tokyo, Yonayona Brewery opened in March 2026. Directly connect to Shinagawa Station. It's a restaurant with a working brewery on site, so you can enjoy freshly brewed craft beer alongside food. A great spot if you want to slow down a little between sightseeing. Japan keeps adding new things to discover, so whether this is your first visit or you have been before, there's always something new to find. If you have some flexibility in your list, these spots are definitely worth adding to your list. So that's a wrap on the latest travel news for anyone heading to Japan soon. With everything covered in this video, you should be able to travel more smoothly and enjoy Japan with a lot more confidence. If this was helpful, don't forget like and subscribe. See you in the next video. Now, see you in Japan! Bye! How's it?